Hey y'all, I wanted to make something sweet today, and luckily both of my daughters live one on each side of me. So when I make something, I like to keep a little for me and my husband and then send it over to their house so I don't eat it all. And y'all, I took a pack of this 99-cent or $1 Martha White muffin mix and just mixed a half a cup of milk with it and used our brownie bite pan, and I have 24 little brownies, even though it's muffin mix. So that is a great way to get some cheap desserts if you want them, is just to get these little mixes. They're so good, and you just add milk or water and they go a really long ways. So what I am doing is making what I call my chocolate fluff. You can do this in any flavor that you want to. Let me move that out of the way a little bit so you can see me better. So what I have is 1 box of instant pudding, and I got chocolate, and it's sugar-free. And again, you can add any flavor, and I'm going to add in 1 cup of milk, although the box tells you to add 2 cups. When you're making this, what I call fluff, you only want to use half the amount of milk that it calls for. So I'm going to go ahead and whip this up. I'm not going to get out my mixer. I think this little stainless mini whipper will do the trick just fine. And I'm going to sit it to the side a minute and let it kind of thicken up a little. Now, I love using the batter bowls to make trifles instead of the big trifle glass bowls that normally don't have lids. I like using my batter bowls. This is the smaller one, and when I do a trifle, I'll use the bigger one. And I will cake and just fluff in the middle and then some whipped cream. This is already getting nice and thick. But I am going to set it over to the side just for a minute. So when you're doing, let me move this. When you're doing, if you are wanting to do a big trifle, see, it has this lid. So you can put this lid, it's got a handle that makes it easy to carry if you're going to parties. So I love doing a big one in my batter bowls. Now, what I'm doing to make these little desserts is I'm going to put them in our 1 cup glass prep bowls. I love using these. You can cook in the oven and the microwave in them. They're freezer and refrigerator safe, and they have lids. They come in a set of 6. So what I will do is, I've already started, I put one of those brownies in the bottom, and I'll finish with putting my fluff in there in a minute. But I just take one of the brownies and just kind of break it up. I think y'all can see what I'm doing here. I got so much stuff everywhere. So I just break a little bit of that on the bottom. And they're so good. This is chocolate chip muffins. So I also will show you another trick while we're waiting for my pudding to thicken a little that I like to do in my, now I got chocolate all up my fingernails, in my truffles or in these bowls. I'll show you one of the things that I'm going to be doing. If I can get my hands clean enough. I always have some dark chocolate on hand at night when sweet cravings hit me. That's what I usually go for, is just a little piece of dark chocolate. But you can take your vegetable peeler. We all have vegetable peelers in our house. This one's Pampered Chef, and I love it because of the little shape. But you can just take your vegetable peeler and come right down. I don't know if y'all can see those cute chocolate shavings that it's giving me. I'll bring some closer to the camera so you can see it. Sometimes I just use my, I can't think of what I use. Oh, my zester. When I'm zesting, I can just zest chocolate right over desserts like that. But vegetable peelers will give you some cute little shapes for chocolate to put on the very top. Okay, so my pudding, you'll see that's already nice and thick. So the other thing that I add in to make my fluff is Cool Whip. And I use sugar-free for this also. Nobody will ever know that it's sugar-free, and I've had this sitting on the counter, and it may not be quite thawed out enough. I should have just made my own whipped cream. I love making my own fresh whipped cream, but I had this and really needed to use it. So I'm going to put in about half of the container of whipped cream. This is good on top of brownies. You can actually also use it for cake frosting. And again, any flavor works. And you don't have to use sugar-free pudding or sugar-free whipped cream if you do not prefer to. Let me get this mixed up really good. But y'all, I could eat this whole bowl full right by myself. I love this. It's got such a good flavor. I'm just trying to stir it and get it mixed up well so y'all can see. And as it sits up, it gets thicker also, even with that whipped cream in it. Don't that look good? Trying to get all that whipped cream incorporated in there. Okay. It keeps coming from somewhere, y'all. I keep seeing white streaks. Y'all see that? They look delicious. Okay, so now back to my trifle. If I was going to do it in the big batter bowl, I would put a layer of brownies or cake on the bottom. But I'm making these little ones for takeaways. They're great for, these little bowls are great to make it and put it in your lunchbox or your children's lunchbox to take to work with you. Look at my scoop. So then I'll take a medium-sized scoop, or you can use a spoon, and I'll put that right there on top. Then I will take a little more. We need layers if we're doing a trifle. I'll take a little bit more whipped cream by itself and put on top. Now, another thing that I like to do, Butterfinger bits. I love our Twix clips, y'all. This is changing the subject, but these come in a pack of 10, and I think you could open something and a year later, if you've had it sealed with these clips, it would still be very, very fresh. So you can sprinkle a little bit of this on top. My husband likes these, so this one will be his. And then I'm going to add, get my fingers dirty again, another bit of brownie on top. So he gets brownie in the top and the bottom. I should have got my dish rag. And then another little bit of this fluffy mousse. And some more whipped cream. So we've got all the layers. I'm making a mess because I'm trying to hurry and not keep my video so long for you, but you get the idea. I don't mind licking that finger or that one. I do have another napkin here. So now, not to waste these chocolate shreds, I'll just put a little bit of them on top. Ta-da! How easy was that, and how cute is that? So now I can put the lids on these. Look how cute all the way through. See that mixture? So I can put the lids on these and go visit my daughters and take them and their husband and their children some treats. So I will finish fixing these up, but I just wanted to show you how to make this fluff. I don't know if it has a real name or not. I just call it my chocolate fluff or my vanilla fluff, my pineapple, my cheesecake, whatever flavor of pudding you're getting is what kind of fluff I call it. And also to show you how to get a bargain on these dollar packs and go ahead and make 24 in mini brownie bite pan. 24 brownies. They're just the perfect size. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll include with the video, I'll include this recipe for my fluff so you will know. So thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.